Alright, David, let's see what's happening. Okay, turning on or off the comments now to keep the energy super clear. And again, y'all, there are 5 spots left. Each reading is 44. Here we go, David. Give me a few minutes and I'll begin. Okay, connect me to the energy of David now. Okay, Spirit. Bring through. Yes. Bring me through the exact information that needs to come through for him right now. Interesting. Okay. So, the guide, I'm not sure of as exactly who is saying this. It feels like a very feminine energy. But they were saying that, David, you have the energy of a great connector. You are one that can help connect people to people and also people to resources. Wow, oh, that is super cool. So, with that, with this feminine guide, there's also a spirit animal that's coming through too. And this is the energy of a raccoon. And the raccoon shows up whenever there needs to be more play, more flow, and also more patience in knowing how resourceful you are to accomplish the next chapter that you desire. The next chapter, when I was tuning into this, feels like there needs, this is interesting, okay. There needs to be a focus on your knees, on, whenever I bring, how do I say this? Your knees are your needs, as in K-N-E-E-S to N-E-E-D-S. And so whenever the needs are lacking, the knees need more awareness from the hands, from your energy, so that you can bring stability back to the feminine energy that the needs require. And also, the way you structured the question at first was loud to me, and I wasn't sure why it was loud to me. You said open to flow, and I was like, why is this still ringing in my mind? Is it because I need to tune into whatever needs to flow through? And Spirit said, look at it. I was like, okay. There's resistance in your energy because there's this over-analysis energy of like, shit, like what do I have to do? What's next for me to do? And it feels a little impatient, and it almost feels like it's forcing too. And so this open to flow statement is saying, I'm not flowing much, but I'm open to it. I just need to know the next steps on how to do it. And I wanted to highlight that in a way so that you can see where your reality is kind of feeling a little bit too structured, a little bit too analytical, a little bit too, I wouldn't say forced, that's just a little bit too extreme, because your energy is really gentle but powerful, but a little bit more against the flow, if you will. You're trying to go a little upstream, but there's this stream that's happening, and now let me tune into that. I just wanted to highlight that before I go into more of the other information, so that the lower half, your feminine energy, can receive awareness and compassion and love. Something I do daily that's been helping me out a lot lately is massaging my knees and massaging my feet right before I go to bed. And when I do this, I allow my feminine energy, that safety, that compassion, that gentle touch, so that I feel safe to flow, so that I feel safe to play. And actually, it's so wild. When you start doing this, you actually feel this inspiration to do things without a goal, to experience things without an objective. And that, to me, is the energy of play. So now I'm going to tune in a little bit further and see what else needs to come through about this. Okay, so I feel like this came through before with you, but I gotta say it again. I saw you writing, and then I also saw you creating community, a gathering, connecting people to people, like what was first channeled at the beginning. But there's some type of idea that's like either not ready to be followed yet, or there isn't enough flow for you to see the steps necessary to get it into action yet. Okay, now Spirit is showing me a plane. And so to that I say travel. So it feels like a relocation for an event, for an experience, a retreat. Is this something that he's going to host? No, but will help create. And I heard he won't host, but will help create. So something that you're going to co-create with another people, maybe. Wow, cool. And then I heard the feminine voice say, it matches his needs and also desires. It's a perfect fit. It's a perfect match. And then she said, where has he been wanting to go, and why has he been stopping himself from going there? And I'm relaying this to you because it seems like there's this awareness of like saying no when you have this big idea, or someone comes around and is like, I don't know if that's practical, I don't know if that's logical, and that kind of shoots down the energy of the idea. But the idea itself is pure, but there's something around that's like, I don't know, and that I don't know energy causes confusion or even doubt.
Is it true?
Okay. This choice, this idea, might bring you away from your family for some time, but it will help you realign everything going on within. And when I said that, I saw about 1 to 2 weeks. So maybe like a getaway, a retreat, an event, a space that you just go and unwind to find the idea. It might be a multi-step process in going somewhere to create something somewhere else. And then when I said that, I saw that feminine guide ring like a little bell thing. So that was a confirmation. Like a little wind chime thing. Okay. Okay. So basically, to kind of sum it up, some instability with the feminine energy calls for attention to your lower half, more gentle touch, more gentle care. Instead of forcing it to stretch and forcing it to expand, breathe into it and give that gentle touch back to yourself more, so that when you're ready to make a loud decision that is totally illogical and totally away from any type of logical step, it's more based on feeling. That's that next direction, okay? That excitement, that joy, that passion. That's the tall tale sign, if that's the right type of phrase to use. Okay. So the last thing, brother, I wanted to say was a power statement, an affirmation, and this is: as I bring balance to all areas of my life, as I bring balance to all areas in my life, I find the next direction that aligns to my balanced energy. I find the next direction that aligns to my balanced energy. And this, by saying this, you attract that energy, you attract that experience, that event, the next following chapters in your story.